Hello Pokemon trainers, this is GatorEX, and did you know there's possibly a hidden key to this whole Alolan Pokemon forms? Since the announcement, people have been endlessly making videos about Alolan Pokemon, but I think I may be onto something no one else has thought of. The day that Alolan Exeggutor was revealed, this image showing a long-necked Exeggutor started floating around. This is from a box of the TCG Jungle set. It looks really cool and serves as some possible proof that Game Freak is revisiting old designs and ideas. When I saw this, I remembered something else that I had seen before. Now, there's been a lot of talk about the Orange Islands, and there are already several videos and discussions saying that Sun and Moon could possibly have connections to the Orange Islands, but there are other islands. Welcome to the Southern Islands! The Southern Islands was a promotional set of cards for the Pokemon TCG. It featured a tropical theme and some cool artwork that connects 3 different Pokemon into one image. Let me say that all of these Pokemon are typically island themed, which Game Freak could possibly be looking back at for some inspiration. Now, let me start making some connections. One of the Pokemon featured is Exeggutor, which we already know will be receiving an Alolan form. 2 other notable Pokemon are Raticate and Butterfree. There is a supposed leak that has been gaining some credibility lately, as it predicted Alolan forms, the absence of gyms, and Oricorio. Also present in the leak is the claim that both Raticate and Butterfree will receive alternate forms. So it's entirely possible that Game Freak could be revisiting some old ideas that they had of having Butterfree and Raticate in island regions and possibly adapt that into Sun and Moon by giving them Alolan forms. Here's another interesting connection. When Yungoos was revealed, its lore said it was brought to Alola to deal with a certain Pokemon, which paralleled the real-life situation where mongooses were brought to Hawaii to deal with rats. What if this alternate form of Raticate is the Pokemon that Yungoos and Gumshoos are supposed to deal with? How cool would it be to have a rivalry between the 1st generation early normal type and the 7th generation one? Next is Onix. Now in the Orange Island series of the anime, there was an episode with a Crystal Onix. Now again, people have already talked about this, so I'll leave it at that. Still, the fact that Onix is included in this tropical island theme set might have some significance. Now the last main Pokemon I want to mention is Leddyba. If you remember the gameplay that was shown a while back, one of the wild Pokemon they ran into was Leddyba. Now even though this is a regular Leddyba, there still might be some possibility of an Alolan Ledian. In the Japanese trailer released earlier this week, a regular Execute was shown evolving into an Alolan Exeggutor. This is something to note since only Generation 1 Pokemon have received Alolan forms so far. Many people are suspecting that only Generation 1 Pokemon would be receiving Alolan forms, but if Ledian does receive one, there might be a chance it could extend to Generation 2. These next few Pokemon I want to mention would be even more of a stretch, but allow me to bring them up anyway. Meryl might be a possible Pokemon, as it was also a pretty iconic Pokemon, appearing most memorably in Pikachu's Vacation and the Orange Islands anime series. The only problem is that Azumarill already received a buff in 6th generation by gaining a fairy type and 10 more base stat points. Both Togepi and Jigglypuff are also pretty iconic, appearing in the anime alongside Pikachu, although both did receive fairy typings in Generation 6. Slowking appears in the Pokemon 2000 movie, and its counterpart Slowbro did receive a Mega Evolution last generation, leaving it in the dust, but I feel like Game Freak would pull a Mega Flygon and say they couldn't come up with an idea. Slowking already has a pretty busy design, so I'm not sure what else could be done. Aside from these Pokemon, there are also Mew, Pidgeot, Ivysaur, Tentacruel, Lapras, Wartortle, Lickitung, Vileplume, and Primeape. Mew likely wouldn't receive an Alolan form, Pidgeot already has a Mega Evolution, Ivysaur and Wartortle have evolved forms with Mega Evolution, and Lapras has already been shown to exist in Alola with its standard form. That just leaves Tentacruel, Lickitung, and Primeape. There's even less connecting these Pokemon to Alola, but we'll just have to wait and see what Game Freak does. Anyway, that's been all for this relatively extensive but in the end short video. Now this was something very interesting. I just wanted to bring up, the Southern Islands, because it really did feel like this could possibly have some sort of connection to Sun and Moon in the end. A lot of speculation with Orange Islands is going on right now, and in the beginning I was kind of a strong advocate for yes, I feel like Orange Islands will probably be referenced in Sun and Moon or probably be condensed into this, and it's seeming like that more and more. So I thought, you know what, maybe the Southern Islands could possibly have some sort of connection to it now. I just did think it was very interesting, some of the connections that we had in the Southern Islands TCG, just some of the Pokemon featured. You know, they showed up in how they had some sort of connection to the game or to the leaks that, I mean, I'm not saying that these leaks are official yet just because I'm extremely skeptical about it, but they are gaining some kind of credibility as of late, so you might as well mention those. I really would like to see a lot of these Pokemon featured in the Southern Islands TCG promotional set to actually appear in Alola, maybe even with Alolan forms. So that would be really cool, but, well, you know, we can only wait and see because we still have until November for, like, anything to happen, and that's still quite a while away, so this was just some fun, quick speculation on this. Now that I've made this, I actually really do want to go out and buy some of the Southern Islands cards because I just think they look so beautiful. They're amazing and I absolutely love them. Yeah, although like out of all of these, I really would like to see some of these Pokemon get some new forms. An interesting thing that I felt, well, I didn't mention it in the scripted portion just because I didn't feel like it held much weight, but the fact that Vileplume was featured in the featured in these Southern Island cards, but there's no Blossom to be seen, so who knows? And Blossom is just straight up like a Hawaiian Pokemon. I really do like Blossom also as far as design goes, but you know what? Maybe there could be something with Vileplume, and then maybe it could look more like Blossom. But that's just more that I don't even want to touch this because that is really stretching it. But again, let me know what you think of it down in the comments below. Do you think I'm right? Do you think there is a connection to Southern Islands, Orange Islands, all culminating into Alola and Sun and Moon? Let me know. Also, remember to leave a like if you'd like to see more videos like this. This did take a while to do as far as researching, editing, recording, and other preparations. So let me know. Let me know if you want to see more stuff like this that does take more work. It definitely is fun, and yeah, it definitely is fun. Also, remember to share this because, like, just spread the word, or even just by word of mouth. Share the video, word of mouth. That'd be really cool if you could do that. And also, I do think that I really am onto something, not like bragging or anything, but I think that this could possibly go somewhere. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe. Also, leave a like and a comment to show your support. This has been GatorEX. I'm hyped for Sun and Moon.